FT Live, hot corner time. As we wrap up the 2023 regular season, get ready for the postseason. We do have some numbers to crunch, and let's let it sizzle. MLB umpires, this according to Codified Baseball, missed over 21,000 ball and strike calls during the 2023 regular season. It was their best season ever.
Listen, I mean,
it's easy to dunk. I know.
Okay, but here's the thing: like, is a ball this far off the plate and they call it a strike, right? Or you know what I'm saying? Like,
I do know what you're saying.
The technology has gotten so much better to where they can now see what's a ball and a strike so much better. But it was also their best season ever, so they deserve credit for getting. I know the 21,000. They deserve credit. This was truly their best season ever, their lowest miss rate of all time. Way to go, umpires. I mean, way to go. You guys are working. Listen, as a player, all you ever cared about was the guy. One, he cared, and he was consistent. Now, if he was always calling away, you get a report and say, hey, listen, this guy has a big strike zone. He usually calls it away. So you go up there and be like, okay, I got to look away. And he'd call one. You're like, crap. Okay, he's going to call it away again. So you got to look out over the plate, right? But as long as they're consistent with it.
I mean, you guys played, so I just.
Am I wrong, Kratz? You just wanted the guy to be consistent.
But Kratz, see, for me, it's not the numbers, like, oh, they're 90 whatever percent right. Like, cool, that's fine. It's just that, like, in a big spot, right, when they make a blatant miss, it's so brutal.
It's brutal, but I know how Scott's looking at it. Scott's looking at, we could fix this. It could be zero. It could be zero mistakes. And they're not there yet, or else we would have it. They're not there. I think if you really delve into this, you really delve into what robo umpires without a challenge system is going to look like, the offense is going to crater the first year. Because I think there's going to be spots that hitters are like, what? That touched the zone? And teams are going to exploit that because they can. It's within the rules. So we can't go from 21,000 down to zero mistakes because the machine is not ready yet. And I love the challenge system. I love that part of it, just so we get it right. And it eliminates what you just said, Scott, like a big situation. We just can't get it wrong in a big situation. But every pitch is a big situation. AJ knows this. Like you miss a 1-1 pitch, it makes it a 1-2. Or a 2-1 count. Like there's a huge swing in production and batting average in those counts, in those swings.
Two things on what he just said before we show this.
Oh, it's there. Batter suffering the most called strikes on pitches out of the zone during the 2023 regular season. Rutschman, Bregman, Reynolds, Betts, Rosarena, Paredes, and Seiya Suzuki. Take it for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
They all
a couple of guys at the top have good eyes.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
play a lot. They have good eyes. Right.
Yeah.
The counting stats get tough for me.
Yeah. But, okay, so two things in what Kratz just said. One, if you want to go automatic strike zone, you better learn how to hit a curving ball. Because they're going to start throwing those big Rick Sutcliffe curving balls that and fall right on top of the plate.
Those are awesome to watch.
But, like, ephus pitches. Because
great.
I'm serious. Because, like, if you can throw a super slow curveball, all it's got to do is touch the front of the plate. Right? And if it just nicks the front of the plate, and it can almost land, it can be coming straight down, and boom, hit the front of the plate as long as it ticks your knee. Ha!
Love it. Great. Then learn to adjust to those. These are professional hitters. They will figure out how to hit that pitch. And my answer to what Kratz was saying is yes, they might find a cheat code, a little glitch in the system that pitchers will try to exploit, but it's a game of adjustments. The hitters will go, hey, there's that one spot. We got to figure it out. That's like a hole in my swing or a hole in the strike zone right now. For me, it's all worth it. And yes, I agree. It's not there yet. It sounds like it'll be there, not for 2024, but for 2025. Because, I mean, we can get into it another time, but like they're looking to take your batting stance over a time period and make that the strike zone. How many big leaguers are going to bitch and go, oh, I change mine every week? That you can't do that, right? So there's still shit to figure out. I get that. Here's what I can't stand.
So then guys are going to start squatting down for like 2 years, and then when the strike zone comes, they're going to stand up, and it's going to be like,
not even 2 years. You can do it after a few months.
Or there's going to be a guy that stands all the way up, and then he squats down. They're going to be calling pitches over his head strikes. Like,
good luck.
This doesn't work.
Good luck.
And then hold on. When you're done crying and whining and moaning, Kratz, the more arguments I got in with umpires after they would miss a call like 1-1 or 0-2 and it'd be 1-2 and the guy would get a hit, and I'd be like, "That's your fucking fault, asshole," because
Right. So you want it for
because
just
they changed the
personally,
count.
so you can tell guys that they're wrong.
I would tell
Where-
them anyways if they were wrong, even
What?
when they were right.
What are you
I'd
going to
still
do?
tell them they were
Yell at the computer? And Manfred said
wrong. Well, no,
recently
I'm
he
not. I
doesn't
don't
like
play anymore. I don't
robo-umps.
care anymore.
I know, but Kratz, my point is, a pitch that's 3 feet outside. I'm exaggerating, but like enough. It's just like the replay system where I always remember, who was it? Todd Helton at first. He fakely caught it where he was like 8 feet away from the bag and they called the out. Do you remember that famous play?
That was brutal.
And I was like, that needs to be shown forever to
Andres
anybody that ever says, why
Andres
do we have
Galarraga.
replay?
Andres Galarraga is
right.
the
Well,
ultimate.
that's for a
Jim
big
Joyce, one of the
moment.
great guys too. I'm going to say this: I had an umpire. I'm not going to use his name, but everyone would know his name if I told you. When replay first came out, he told me. I said, "Hey, how do you like replay? What do you think of this replay thing?" He goes, "It's great. I don't even have to try on the bases anymore. They'll clean up all my mistakes." I mean, that is not the right attitude to have as an umpire.
That is insane. Who is that?
Totally.
I'm not going to tell you.
And that's the thing. The guy that you said, that's exactly what you said at the beginning. Like, you just want somebody that shows they care. Just the other day when I told that story about the day game in Oakland and a Sunday night ESPN game in Chicago, you want them to care. And that is why they will do a great job if they care. I'm more a proponent of penalty system. Like you got to do well or you're getting shipped out. See you in AAA.
I agree. By the way, it was Armando Galarraga, just not Andres Galarraga. He didn't throw any perfect.
Oh, right. Andres Galarraga was a good hitter.
Big cat.